Good morning, everybody. What's the word? What's the word? It's your boy, Stu Stay Finessin, always repping. You see who's in the background, we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be your host for this episode, but we gonna give a shout out first. TJ, what's up, bro?
What up, my boy? It's your boy TJ919 holding it down for them Panthers 3-0 gang. Let's get it.
Big fact, big facts. What's up, Maul?
What's up with it, man? It's your boy Maul Know It All. Watch me, I'll show you how to ball. Keep pounding because we 3-0.
Drews, what up?
What's going on, man? We over here rocking and rolling in Chiefs Kingdom.
I feel it. Yo, we had a jam-packed weekend. It was super exciting. It was a lot of good things that happened this weekend, from baseball to the NFL to Summer Madness. We're going to talk a little bit about a couple of those things, though. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you for all those who's liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. We appreciate the love, and we're going to keep doing this content for y'all. Excuse me. But let's get into the very first game we're going to talk about. Y'all know what it is. It's NFL. We going Chiefs versus Chargers. Excuse me. Chiefs versus Chargers. TJ, what was your takeaways from that game, brother?
It was a great game. Shout out to Justin Herbert. He took his team in the Arrowhead and did what a lot of teams can't do, and that's get a W on the road in Arrowhead. Pat Mahomes had a couple costly turnovers, but it is still September, so I'm not gonna bash him too hard. But shout out to the Chargers. I give credit where credit due. Herbert came to Arrowhead and he got it done. I'm really just here for the Maul and Drew's beef about this.
Let's go. Hey, Maul, Pat Mahomes, 2 picks. You've been real big on Justin Herbert about his performance and how you think he's been stepping up lately. What was your takeaways from that Chargers offense? What are some things you've seen that they exposed on the Kansas City side of defense?
They exposed that the DBs are not really in coverage. He was open. The backfield was wide open a lot of the game. Justin Herbert wasn't supposed to come in the Arrowhead and air it out. He wasn't supposed to get 200 and something yards. He wasn't supposed to get 4 touchdowns. He wasn't supposed to look like a quarterback that is progressing in the league that's going to eventually take over the AFC division that they're in. I said eventually, not right now. Don't bite my head off. But I'm big on Justin Herbert. And it also exposed Kansas City defense. Like I've been saying since week 1. They have a high-power offense, but their defense is very suspect. And it's been like that.
Even with the landlord back there?
Even with 4 touchdowns? Where was he at? He's late. 4 touchdowns? Where were you at? Anybody paying no rent? We in the coronavirus season. 4 touchdowns? Late on rent.
No payment?
No payments. Walked in, put their foot up on the table and said, I ain't paying nothing. 4 touchdowns. Hold on to that.
Drews, when it comes to that Kansas City defense, we've seen that they kind of struggle with the run game most of the time, but this time it seemed like they did let a couple of things through on their secondary, especially with Honey Badger back there, which is something you don't see often, especially in Arrowhead. What was your takeaways from that Kansas City defense, and what some areas y'all think y'all need to improve on?
So the areas that I think we need to improve on most is Daniel Sorensen needs to sit and Juan Thornhill needs to get that is where we are lacking, because the way that the Kansas City defensive scheme is set up to where you don't recognize the coverage. You don't know that Steve Spagnuolo has a cover 2 and the Honey Badger is playing in the middle of the field, and then he drops back out of nowhere before the ball is snapped. And boom, next thing you know, you're in a cover 2. You got Honey Badger back there, and you don't want to throw the ball because he's back there. But like TJ said, I'll give credit where credit is due to Justin Herbert and the Chargers, because they deserve it. They came off a tough week 2 loss at home. Kansas City was coming off a tough week 2 loss on the road. Coming into Arrowhead, you expect it to be a good game. 2 teams coming off big losses. You expect it to be a good game, which it was. I'm not taking anything away from the game. We got what we paid for watching that game, but we have not seen Kansas City play their best football. We haven't. And the way that the division is looking right now, it's anybody's division. Anybody can take that division over.
Oh, wait.
Anybody can win that division. What?
Wait, Drew. Wait.
What?
Wait. I thought that was y'all division. So now
it is our division.
It's anybody's division? How is it yours if you sit in the
bottom?
Okay. I said what I said. It's anybody's division. But Kansas City's still gonna win.
How are you sitting at the bottom?
The Raiders have played absolute nobodies.
But when they play,
not the Raiders. The Broncos. The Broncos have played absolutely nobody. The Giants, the Jaguars, and the Jets. You tell me which of those three teams are contenders in their division right now. None of them. I'll answer it for you. None of them.
The Giants are contenders in their division.
They shouldn't even count.
They're NFL teams. So they get paid just like everybody else. And Drew, I need my egg in a Kansas City Cup.
You gonna get it in the Kansas City Cup.
I need it in the Kansas City Cup.
Hold on. What was the egg for again? Refresh our memory.
The egg was for if the Chargers beat Kansas City in Arrowhead, which they did. I need it in your favorite Kansas City Cup.
Talk.
That's fine. But again, like I'm saying, the division is up in the air right now, but Kansas City's still gonna win because the Broncos have played nobody, and the Raiders have 2 overtime victories. So the Raiders can be beat, and the Broncos actually have to play a contender in order for me to be like, okay, they serious.
That's an understandable take to have on that. But I'm going to come back to TJ real quick when it comes to these two games. What did you see in Pat Mahomes? You got him on your fantasy, I know. But what did you see in Pat Mahomes that you liked about the game with the Chargers?
With Pat Mahomes on the field, the game is still never over. He can score like this. That offense is still high-powered. So if Pat Mahomes still got time, it's still never over. It was a close game, but Pat Mahomes didn't do enough. If he could have protected the ball just a little better, because I don't know when the last time we seen Pat Mahomes throw 2 picks in a game, but that's rare. Very rare.
I was listening to the commentators while they was calling the game, and they was like terrified because the Chargers left like 35 seconds left in the game, and they was like, "That's Pat Mahomes." They like, "That's plenty of time for him." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, they was like, he got enough time to get about 6 to 8 plays off. I was like, God,
he did.
They took a couple end zone shots, but obviously it didn't work out. So shout out to the Chargers. Maul, you was right about that. We look forward to seeing Drew's drinking that egg in his favorite cup.
Drinking that egg.
It's gonna
be tomorrow, exciting. Right?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's Maul's show.
Tune in tomorrow.
That's Maul's show tomorrow.
I'm gonna have a lot to say.
Nice healthy breakfast too.
And I'm hitting the gym after.
Hey,
we gonna switch.
Hey, Stu, before you go to the next one, we whipping the pot. That's what we doing.
Oh, okay. Whipping the pot.
Shout out, Lou, with the pot.
That was hard. I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna get into this next game. Y'all see this man in the background. Give him his due. I want to hear this, especially from Maul. But anyways, we going Rams versus Bucks. Before I go to anybody, let me say real quick, TJ Maul, I told y'all congratulations ahead of time because y'all was going to be 3-0 and y'all was going to be leading y'all division. So shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? We gave Tampa Bay that loss y'all needed. We going to get into this game. Drews, I'm going to come to you first, bro. What did you like about what you seen out of the Rams defense?
I just like to see Tom Brady, suffer. Being a Kansas City Chiefs fan and having to live with Tom Brady being in your division and winning AFC championship after AFC championship, going to Super Bowls, winning Super Bowls. We don't call him the GOAT for no reason, but I like to see Tom suffer. So I like to see the Rams breathe down Tom Brady's neck and put him in an uncomfortable situation. So, Stu, shout out to your Rams. Shout out to Stafford. Shout out to Kupp for being at home and getting it done, because we all know my team couldn't do it. So
It's all right, man. It's all right. It's all good. It's a difference between Arrowhead and SoFi, but that's a different story. And we gonna go ahead and go to TJ. What's up, TJ?
Hey, shout out to the Rams, shout out to Stafford. But once again, we keep hearing Cooper Kupp's name in the mix.
You about to hear it.
Stu said it. He said it in the beginning of the year. I wasn't really a big Cooper Kupp fan. Still not a Cooper Kupp fan, but I respect his game. I really do respect his game. Because how he gets open that much and that open blows my I don't know if it's his route running.
It's his route running.
It's just the play calling. He is lighting it up. He added another 2 touchdowns, 9 catches, 96 yards. He's leading the league with 5 receiving touchdowns so far. It's on the week 3, but he is leading the league in receiving touchdowns. That Stafford Kupp connection is dangerous. They also implemented that Deshaun Jackson in there, and he can blow the top off.
3 receptions, 120 yards.
And a touchdown. That offense was looking stellar. Now, on the other side of the ball, Tampa Bay has to get a running game. Tom Brady led them in rushing yards last night with 14 rushing yards. You have Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, and Gio Bernard back there. Y'all have to get some kind of running game in Tampa. Some way, somehow. With with Antonio Brown being out, I don't know if that just gave the Rams extra boost of confidence, but they came to play. And shout out to the Rams. Oh, and shout out to Jalen Ramsey. Y'all seen that car he pulled up in with the matching jacket? Fire.
Okay, Ma, we gonna go to you, bro.
Hey,
what was your takeaways? Hold on. I had a question. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but what was your takeaways from what you seen out of the Bucs defense and some things they could have done better as well?
The Bucs defense could have covered a whole lot better. That one play with Deshaun Jackson, I saw Matthew Stafford throwing it. I was like, who is he throwing it to? And then the camera panned, and I saw how wide open Deshaun Jackson was.
He was all the way back there.
He was all the way back there, and there was nobody around him. I'm like
Philly days.
Right. It reminded me of Philly days. That's what I was going to say. It reminded me of those Philly days. Like, how did he get that open? Again, thank you. Thank you, Rams. We needed that. So we appreciate that. And I've never said that the Rams defense isn't as great and as elite that they are, because I got them on my fantasy team. They did work for me yesterday. I appreciate that. Cooper Kupp, he was surprised as a receiver. I'm not on the same wagon as TJ saying I'm not a fan or I didn't really watch, but he surprised me. Him and Matthew Stafford, if they continue this up, they're going to be a real problem in their division. I still don't got them winning the division, but they're going to be a problem in that division.
I got them winning it. I got them winning it.
Are you done? Are you done, Ma? Are you done? I was about to
I'm not shooting shots. Credit,
but no, I don't care about no shots. I don't care. We win in our division. This is our year. You just heard TJ say it. Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Get used to it.
I get that.
I'm not gonna count Russell Wilson out though. I'm not gonna count the Seahawks.
That's what I'm saying. I can't count Russell Wilson out.
No, did y'all see that fake in route that Cooper Kupp run? It was like a fake out back in to a fake to go back out. Yeah, he had the DB on skates when he did that. That move was so raw. That move was so raw. Go watch the highlights if you can and check out that move, man. It was spectacular. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into our next segment of the show. Stressing or finessing, you know what I'm saying? Finessing or stressing, either way you want to call it. But this is a segment we implemented when I was hosting last show. But I got a couple teams I want to talk about today. All right, first, Chicago Bears. Justin Fields just got his first start. They had a total of how many yards? I believe he had 1 passing yard total for the whole game. But with Justin Fields starting against that Cleveland Browns team and the way that the Chicago's organization has been as far as Andy Dalton goes, are they finessing or stressing? I'm going to come to you first, TJ.
I will say the team is finessing, but the coaching staff should be stressing. I honestly don't think it's the team. They have a great defense. They have a great young quarterback. And Justin Fields, I honestly think it's Matt Nagy and that coaching staff. They have the right formula to be a great team if you take that head coach off and maybe a new offensive coordinator. Justin Fields' first start it's against the Cleveland Browns, who have a fantastic front seven to me. I love the Cleveland Browns front seven. Yeah. And I would have ran the ball more. I would have ran the ball. They have to fit their playbook around Justin Fields' play style. They have to adapt to him. We've seen what he did in Ohio State. Granted, the NFL is not college or anywhere near that level, but you have to fit your scheme around your quarterback. So I'm going to go a little half and half.
I agree. Drews, what you got for me, bro? What you got for me? They finessing or stressing?
I want to agree with TJ and say that the team is finessing, but the coaching staff is definitely stressing because the coaching staff, they have to get it under control. They have to get Justin Fields to a point where he is comfortable with his offense. And looking at yesterday's game, he was not comfortable because the play calls are not set up for him. We've seen him play at Ohio State, and
I agree.
He played phenomenal football. He played the system was built around him. The Bears have to build that system around him in order for them to be successful. If they are not going to build it around him, they're going to continue to have losing season after losing season after losing season. And the coaching staff is going to be to blame for that. You can't blame the team. You're going to blame the coaching staff for that one.
I've been hearing a lot about this coaching staff. Mar, what you got for me, bro? They finessing or stress?
I'm gonna agree with TJ and Drew, but I'm not gonna say they're fully stressing because they've already said that when Andy Dalton comes back healthy, he is the starter. So they're not gonna rearrange anything with the offense, knowing that Andy Dalton's gonna come back anyway. They're just gonna ride out Justin Fields for the time being until Andy Dalton comes back. But they're gonna
definitely be stressing if they do that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They will be stressing when Andy Dalton comes back because you're gonna be behind that 8 ball because you are still trying to make Justin Fields like an Andy Dalton. That's not it. That's not gonna cut it, Chief.
I agree. I definitely agree. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into this next team. This team, they started off laser hot, looking like they did last year, even though they took a Super Bowl L. But Chiefs right now, they are currently 1-2, and they are not at the top of the division where we are normally used to seeing them. So I'm going to go with Maul first. Are the Chiefs finessing or stressing?
They are stressing. And I'll tell you why they're stressing. I'll tell you why
I knew he was going to say that.
They stressing because, one, you're sitting at the bottom of your division. Hurting right now. You wasn't supposed to be there. Y'all was supposed to be at the top of the top looking down on everybody else. And Andy Reid just went to the hospital yesterday. They're not saying his condition or saying if he was really hurt. But if Andy Reid is not on that team or show up for games, they're going to continue to lose games. You can tell they kind of gave up at the half. All those fumbles, all those interceptions, they wasn't putting their real best effort into it. They're stressing.
TJ, are they finessing or stressing?
They are stressing. Even with Pat Mahomes under center, shotgun, whatever you want to call it, they are at the bottom of their division, and everybody in that division is looking good. The Chargers are bouncing back. The Broncos are playing great. The Raiders are playing great. It's going to be – I'm not saying it's not possible, but the Chiefs are going to have to play from behind this year and catch those other teams in that division. They are stressing for now, but I don't think it'll last that long.
Drews, you already know I had to say you for last, my brother. It's your team. I want to hear your take from it because you got the inside phone calls. You got the details. You're in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So are they finessing or stressing?
I would say that we are neither finessing or stressing. We've been in this situation before. We've been down and out before. And the last time we were down and out, started the season off with a losing record. We won, I think it was 11 straight, ended up hosting all of the AFC playoff games in Arrowhead, and then went to win the Super Bowl. So we're not down and out right now. Everybody's probably hanging their head like, oh no, what is Kansas City gonna do? Hold the pressure.
So why can't y'all be finessing?
Hold the pressure. We can't be finessing right now because of our defense is lackluster. Our offense is going to come in the game and get points, but the defense has to match the offensive energy, and the defense is not doing that. That's true. That's why I said we're neither stressing nor finessing, but we got the Broncos and the Raiders that are leading our division right now. The Raiders have 2 overtime victories where they could be sitting at the bottom just like we are. Those games could have went the other way. And then the Broncos haven't really played anybody to even be, oh no, look out for the Broncos. They played the Giants, the Jags, and the Jets. And the Jets and the Jags were blowout wins. So, but
I think the Jets had a goose egg this week too.
As I was saying, as a Chiefs fan, we haven't seen Kansas City play their best football. There's still a lot of football left to be played. Watch out, because Kansas City is going to make a run. And when they make a run, they're going to make some noise. And you going to hear them nationwide. Watch.
I still got Kansas City winning that division, so I'm looking forward to seeing a bounce back from Mahomes. Just my homeboy, you know. So that's going to be exciting to watch for the rest of the season. But I got one more team for y'all. The Ravens currently just came last week from off a high, a definitely high anticipated battle, but a win against the Chiefs to go on in this game to play Detroit Lions and to win by a field goal, which was kicked by 66 yards, which is the longest in NFL history. Right now, with the
best kicker in the league, I called it, Maul.
Yep. Right now, are the Ravens finessing or stressing? TJ, what you got for me?
They are finessing. They are off back-to-back amazing weeks. They beat Pat Mahomes for the first time. Well, Lamar beat Pat Mahomes for the first time. Then your kicker just breaks the NFL record. The following week, they are on a roll. I like what they are doing with all the injuries that they've taken, and they're still rolling. I love Lamar. Shout out to Lamar. I wish him nothing but the best, unless he go to the Super Bowl and see my Panthers. Then we're going to mop him up. But shout out to Lamar.
Hey, Maul, are the Ravens finessing or stressing right now?
They are finessing right now, man. They are grinding out these wins, and it's going to seem a lot easier whenever you get into December and you get into that playoff rush, because they've already been grinding since the beginning. That division is looking – their division is not looking as strong because Pittsburgh is struggling. Cleveland's not going to stay as strong as they are. They're eventually going to tear off. Even though I got them winning that division, it's going to be a struggle against Baltimore. So they're finessing.
Drews, what you got for me, bro?
I say that the Ravens are finessing right now, just because last week they come off a high, beating Pat Mahomes at home in Baltimore. You got Ray Lewis coming out pregame. That's hype in itself.
That was hard.
You get a legend, a Hall of Famer like Ray Lewis to come out every game, pregame, and just hype. He steps out on the field and hypes the crowd up. He ain't even got to do nothing.
That's like the court bounce.
He just got to step on the field and the crowd just goes nuts. So the Ravens are definitely finessing. They beat Patrick Mahomes last week. They come off a high where Justin Tucker kicks a 66-yarder, NFL record, which bounced off the upright. It could have went the other way, and we could be talking about Detroit finessing or stressing. But all in all, I want to give the Ravens their just due, their credit. They are definitely finessing right now, for sure.
Speaking of Detroit, I called it episode 1 or episode 2 that they were my sleeper team this year. I said they weren't going to win that many games, but they were going to be a lot better football team, and they were going to be in a lot of close games, and they have.
They have.
They
definitely been looking.
Is it
all right?
What's the Detroit's success, I guess, allude to? Is it because they now have Jared Goff and not Matthew Stafford?
I called it off of swagger. I watched the Jamal Williams interview preseason game. He said this team has a different swagger. They've been laughed at for years and years and years, and now they have a different swagger to them. If Aaron Rodgers leaves that division, I think Detroit could pop it open. If Chicago don't get their coaching problems on the way, Detroit could sneak up and run this division for a little while.
So Minnesota ain't got no say in that?
No.
Not really.
What?
Not even with Kirk Cousins?
Nah.
I like Kirk Cousins, but with Dalvin Cook going down, that's
That's gonna be that struggle.
Did they
hurt.
put down a timetable for how long he would be out?
He should be back next week. I think it was just the ankle. It was just some precaution. They didn't want to risk it this week. But I still like that greedy Detroit team.
Telling you. Hey, well, that was all I have for today's episode, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all liking, commenting, and sharing. Please make sure y'all do that and come in and hop in these comments, man. Let's get to talking about football, you know what I'm saying, or anything else y'all want to talk about. But we gonna go ahead and close it out. It's your boy, Stu Stay Finessin, always rapping. You see Matthew Stafford in the background. TJ, what's up, bro?
Shout out to my Panthers. We 3-0, leading our division. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Andy and his Packers. I have been dogging his Packers, and they have bounced back since week 1. So shout out to the Packers. Shout out to my boy Woods.
Big fact. Big Drew.
Hey, man. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing, man. We appreciate it. We look forward to it. We look forward to, every day coming out and giving y'all great content to look forward to. We gonna keep rocking and rolling over here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple calls to these 3 gentlemen in the back, and we're gonna get some stuff rolling over here in Kansas City. Watch out. Don't sleep on us. Don't sleep on us.
Maul Know It All. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, it's your boy Maul Know It All. Tune into the show tomorrow because I'm gonna need my favorite cup and that favorite egg. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come to the table with my egg sandwich, and it's gonna be fried, and you gonna have your egg shake. Holla at your boy.
Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. See y'all tomorrow.
Squad.